We have a very beautiful day today. It's so clear we can see the top of the volcano, and I hope the weather will stay like this for the rest of today. And as you know, the weather could change quickly. I mean, you can have a sunny morning and then suddenly in the afternoon the rain is coming. But I'm quite optimistic today will be a beautiful, beautiful day. Anyway, we are looking at the Kailua small boat harbor. It's located just a few miles north of downtown. And I noticed one thing. A normal day would be very, very busy. But nothing is happening today. It's just a very, very quiet place. You are supposed to hear a lot of noise. And at this point, I can't see a single boat in action. Nothing is happening. I'm clueless. I don't know why. Today is the day to go out. Look at the weather. But no, I don't know. Maybe town is sleeping. Who knows? This is the upper side of town. And when I say upper, I mean on the other side of the highway. The Queen Kamehameha Highway. And you can see the traffic down below. By the way, what do you have in here? Why do you have so many cars? Well, we have a Walmart. And you don't find too many of them on the island, but we have one on the Kailua side and one in Hilo. And those are the two I know about, and I hope we don't have more. I like the local stores, but you could go in and buy what you need if you need something cheap, okay? We all know that Walmart is a Walmart, no matter where you find it. But it's hard to beat a Walmart with this view. So I just had to make a little clip from the parking lot. What is so special with a Walmart in Hawaii is that they're selling all these hula shirts and a lot of chocolate, because everyone coming to the island will buy a little bag full of the Mauna Loa chocolate. That's usually what people do. And trust me, it's the best chocolate you can ever have. And since I don't want to discriminate, I have to say that people also buy the Hawaiian Host chocolate. In my opinion, that's probably even better than the Mauna Loa, and that's just a true statement. It's fantastic chocolate. Especially the milk chocolate. That is the sweetest thing you can ever eat. To go down to the Ali'i Drive, which is pretty much the downtown area, you have to go down this hill. We are passing a few strip malls on both sides. Eventually we will pass a gas station. But we also have to pass a few traffic lights. The biggest challenge will be to find a spot. And I'm not sure if I'm lucky. this morning. But I would not give up. I would just have to circle around. They used to have another parking that was free on the other side, but not anymore. Somebody bought that, and they are charging some incredible $45 for 3 hours. It's like the silliest thing you've ever heard, right? But it's a true fact. Oh, maybe this guy is leaving. Maybe I have some luck. Do I feel lucky? Yeah, if he's leaving, I'm lucky. Come on. Well, he puts on some pants. I don't know if he's going back into town. You never know. Most of the stuff they are selling in town is catering to the tourists. Don't expect to find anything real. I mean, what people are buying is chocolate, coffee, macadamia nuts, towels, and most of all, alcohol. You can buy alcohol everywhere. And that's relatively cheap. If you go to a restaurant, for instance, and you sit down, that will be pricey because everything has gone up a lot. Most of Ali'i Drive is going parallel to the ocean. You are never far away. Normally like 100 yards mostly. And also, like everywhere else, at least in America, people are moving out to the beaches. We have a homeless camp at the end. Somebody built a little palace right in front of the building, and yet another one. This is just the beginning. It can be a lot more. I can tell it's going to be a warm day. It's already in the mid-80s and the sun is just brutal. But, you know, you don't really care because this is paradise. So if it's too warm, the ocean is near. You can just hop into the water. We have 2 former hotels in the area. None of them are in use. The hotel I'm looking at is just falling apart. And the other one into the left has been converted into some kind of shopping village. I'm thinking this was really popular back in the 1950s, 60s, maybe 70s, but now it's completely shut down. I have seen people for a long time working inside or behind this chain link fence, and maybe they are planning to open some kind of bar or restaurant. I really don't know if they are planning to fix the hotel. The former Kona Inn. The only thing they are doing on the other side of these doors is serving food. And I went in there the other day to try something very simple, and that was a mistake. It was a big mistake. But the good thing was that I did not have to pay. they have plenty of these smaller stores selling sunglasses, beach stuff, t-shirts, and many other things. And it's hard to believe it's Christmas when you see a snowman in this heat. It's like super warm. And then this guy. I'm glad it's fake. I like his nose. But because you can't melt. That's true, right? If you're made of ice or snow, you will be gone in about 2.5 minutes. We have a parrot man on the other side. If you have money, you can take a picture with one of his parrots and pay him some tip. And I think you found a couple of customers. Oh, they left. It's too bad. Maybe you need a hat with no top. Then I found it for you. A lot of the buildings they built in the past are very charming because none of this is new. It's from the time when people really went to Kona. And Kona is the district. You have a northern part and then you have a southern part. It wouldn't be a touristy town without these infamous ABC stores. But they are really good because they have all the stuff you absolutely need. They have food, they have clothing, sunscreen, lots of booze, ice cold beer. They have lei and many other things. So they serve a purpose, definitely. And I like these massive trees they have in this area. The Hulihe'e Palace was built in the early 1800s, and if my memory is correct, it was around 1838. It has been, a vacation home for the royalties of Hawaii for a very long time. And now it's a museum where you can pay some money and go in and enjoy artifacts from the old Hawaii. And this property is like the best in town, absolutely the best. Pretty much right on the beach. It's really an incredible building. Across the street, we have the oldest church in Hawaii. The missionaries came to town a long time ago, and they started to build churches. But this is definitely the first one. When they came, they asked for permission to put up a church. So this one, I think, was built before the palace in the background. Well, here's the story, by the way. The story of the Huli He'e Palace and the Moku Aikawa Church.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah, I was right, 1838. But they created the church, even though they didn't have a building, but it was kind of created in the 1820s, but the church was built between 1835 and 37. I just want to see the building. It's incredibly beautiful. With this wooden tower that was added much later. I believe the priest or pastor, I'm not sure what you call these guys leading the church, but I think he's from Brazil. And that's really interesting. And I read something about it in the past, and I believe he came to Hawaii and he loved the place and he decided to stay. If they built a church like this today, it would be pure concrete. It's just very sad. And the gate was built later as well, and they have the same type of gate up in Haleiwa, on the north shore of Oʻahu. It looks almost the same. So if you go there, check it out, and you will see kind of the same style. This is a interesting piece of art. Oh, it's a statue, and it's telling the story when Jesus healed the blind man. Suddenly, the poor guy to the left could see again. So thank you, Jesus. We also have a few graves next to the church. Not too many though. It's probably like, what could it be, like 10-ish, maybe a dozen. And the whole property is full of these plumeria trees. In case you are very, very thirsty, you are lucky, because behind that tree you have the second ABC store, and I'm sure they have what you need. It's in the back to the right, and you know what I mean. And it's ice cold. This is a popular hangout in the evening. People come to buy Scandinavian shave ice, and they always have a line. And if you come here after 6 o'clock, something like that, they play a lot of music on top. You can buy drinks, food, and most of all, you cannot talk to anybody because they're playing very loud. You can hear it, you know, wherever you are in town. We have two tiny beaches in, well, three, let's call it three small beaches in town. This is one of them. Nobody really goes here. And there's one in the corner, and on the other side there's a kind of a private one belonging to the hotel. But it gives you a good view of town itself. Sometimes when you have big waves, the water will splash onto the sidewalk. Luckily we don't have any waves today, but we still have water. Another drinking place. It's semi-popular. It's small, of course, so you can't have too many people sitting in the bar. If you're into triathlons, you might come to this store, the Ironman store, and you can buy what you need for your next race. This is the starting point for the World Championship Ironman. I think it's the finish line as well. We have a few more of these restaurants where you can sit almost outside, but still under a roof. And what do you have if not the third ABC store? It's right in the corner by the hotel, literally 30 seconds from the pier. The beach in front of the hotel is also used as a staging area for these beautiful outrigger canoes. They mostly use them a few hours before the sun goes down, and because it's in the morning now, nobody's here. But if you like to rent a kayak, you could absolutely do that in this little shack. The water is warm, it's very nice, it's clear, and you can have a lot of fun. Most people stay close to the beach though, and if you want to see some real fish, you need to go further out in the bay. Mom. But I'm sure you like to be here, right? You want to sit down in the sand, and when you're thirsty, you go up to the bar. Look at the dog. He's trying to get the tennis ball. He's trying really hard. Come on, doggy. Go out and grab it. Yeah, I know you can swim. He really wants that tennis ball. Oh, it's coming back in. Oh, he can almost get it. Take a look. Come on. Oh, boy. Oh, he's in the water. Oh, he missed the ball. He's scared. This is great. This is fantastic. Well, don't give up. You want that tennis ball. That's a brave little dog. I love it. I hope they give him a reward. Oh boy, yeah, this will take some time. Oh, the tennis ball is coming back. It's coming back. Will he get it? Will he get it? No. The owner is cheering the dog. Oh, 2 inches. No, he missed it. All right. I'm sure he will get it at some point. Something is burning in town. I don't know, it could be a car fire, maybe a house is going up in flames. We have a lot of wood in these homes. I just hope it's nothing serious. Today we have a big boat visiting, I'm not sure what they are doing, but according to the name, Safari Explorer means that people come to this island, they have some fun, and they spend a week on a boat. I'm not sure if it's a week or a day or a month, I don't know, but that's typically how they do it. And the pier itself is a hangout for people in town. The water looks really, really tempting. And I saw some kids, they hopped into the water from pretty much right here. You see the footprints. And they are swimming back into town. Oh boy. I don't know how deep it is. Maybe 10 feet, maybe 15, 20. It's not too deep. And we are looking at some type of heiau structure. Unfortunately, I don't know the history behind it, so I can't say if it's very, very old. I'm guessing it is, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, I will finish my little visit to the downtown area of Kailua, and I hope you enjoyed it.